So you get back to Chapel Hill, pretty much dream job at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is where you started. This is where it all jump started for you. So you get back, they need you.
Mm-hmm.
Year before, not a good year.
No.
Not a good year at all. And what was the mindset trying to get, is it start over mode or are you just trying to bring your own flavor into it?
A little bit of both. You know, there was so much infighting with the players, and the fans weren't happy. The former players weren't happy. And Matt Darty, I helped recruit him, helped coach him. I hired him as assistant. He was a great friend and whole bit, but things just didn't go well. And so to me, I felt like we had to win because that takes care of most everything.
For sure.
But we had to get all the former players and everybody back on the same page.
For sure.
And so it was that two-pronged focus for me is we got to win. But we had talent. Matt had done a great job. We had Sean May, Raymond Felton, Rashad McCants, Jawad Williams. And, in our first year, I said, hey, I'm a little crazy, but if you do what I tell you to do to the best of your ability, we'll make the tournament. Because North Carolina hadn't gone to the tournament 2 years earlier. There's nobody on our roster that had ever played in an NCAA tournament game. And I said, you do what I tell you to do, we'll make the tournament. I'll get you some help. And next year, our second year, we'll have a chance to win the whole blessed thing.
Yeah.
And so we had a good year that year. Sean was good. Raymond was good. Rashad was good. Jawad was good. Jackie, Emmanuel. I mean, it was a good group. And then we added Marvin Williams to it the second year. And Sean May did the most unbelievable work ethic over the course of the offseason, changed his body. He had too much weight on, and he became a force of nature, and a force on everybody. Marvin was one of the best freshmen to come. Raymond was great. Jackie Manuel was so good defensively. Rashad McCants. They really bought into playing together.
Yeah.
And so it ended up, fortunately, we did win the whole thing our second year. But that first year was tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was. It was trying to fight battles and then choose which ones not to fight.
For sure. For sure. Going into, I want to go through each championship team, the ebbs and flows of it. What was the moment in the 05 season that changed the team for you? Changed the whole season? Because like I said, y'all didn't lose much that year. Y'all were very, very good.
Yeah.
So what was it that year that helped y'all get to where y'all were?
First game of the year, Raymond had been suspended because playing in a summer league game that wasn't sanctioned.
I heard about it.
And so we played Santa Clara at Santa Clara, and they beat us. And Sean May, we laugh about it now, but his guy turned to his right shoulder every time. Lefty turned to his right shoulder. He scored 99 points against Sean, and we still talk about that guy.
Yeah.
But so we leave Santa Clara, and we go to Maui, and we get off the bus, get off the plane, get on the bus, let the families and coaches' wives and everybody get off. And I said, we're not in Maui yet. You may look out there and see that ocean, and you may think this is Maui. I'll tell you, by golly, when we get to Maui.
Yeah.
Go to the gym, get your gear, and go to the gym. And we went up to the gym, and we went for about 2.5 hours, probably the most physical, demanding practice I ever had in my life. And I told him, I said, that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
I know that we didn't have Raymond. That's BS. I know it. So, and you talk to those kids today, they'll tell you that changed everything.
Yeah.
And we were gifted. And we started playing well. We won the Maui Invitational. We got back. We won the regular season. Lost in the semifinals. No, second round. Georgia Tech in the ACC, and we didn't have Rashad. I don't think. Played. And but I said, this is what we're came here for, is to win the national championship. And so Illinois was the best team in the country most of the season.
Yeah.
And they played together so well. And ironically, I remember taking an Illinois game tape and bringing it in the middle of the season and showing our Carolina guys what it's like.
They were
the way they passed. They had 3-guard lineup. And I said, that's the way we got to share the ball. I didn't realize we were going to end up playing a national championship game. But so Sean was just so dominating inside. Rashad could score. Jawad could score. Marvin could score. Jackie was one of the best defenders I'd ever coached. Rashad McCants could score. And, we really were really good.
Yeah.
And then the writers helped me.
Yeah.
Because the morning of the national championship game, they said, this is talent versus team. and they were just talking, putting us down about we were talented, but we weren't a real good team.
Appreciate that.
And I was so thankful.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
But I think that early game in the season set the tone, and that we had some losses. Like I say, we lost to Georgia Tech in ACC tournament, but we had a chance to be really good.
Got to ask you.
Okay.
We heard Lil Birdie told us, played Clemson first game. They were smacking y'all. That means beating y'all down, you know. Got to help you with the terminology.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I got to explain it.
And then you in the timeout said, if y'all lose this game, we're going to get on that bus. We're going back to Chapel Hill. We're going to have practice. And my boy Ray went crazy and y'all won the game. But they still lost. And you took the rims down at the gym for practice. Is that true?
Yep.
I have one of those too, so I know how they felt.
Yeah. Well, what I thought is we were so focusing on offense.
Yep.
That to be a great basketball team, you got to do both. And we could score. You know, prior question, I said that Rashad could score, Jawad, Marvin, everybody could score. But we had to find something that we could hang our hat on the defensive end of the court. So we're in the Smith Center, and I said, all right, guys, we're going into practice gym for the next part of practice. And we go in the practice gym, and the goals are all down, but there's no rims on there.
Yeah.
And they're looking at me like, oh, my gosh. They thought I was just going to put them on the line and run. But we ran through all of our offensive sets, dummy offense. We did second air break, full speed. We did pressure defense. We did everything. I said, so see, we can improve today. We're better today. And nobody made a shot.
Yeah.
And so I think that was pretty significant for the team to understand, because we could lock you down. Raymond Felton, his first year with me, his sophomore year, he was not nearly as good defensively as I thought he could be. And his junior year, his last year, his second year with me, he was the best defensive point guard. He was the best point guard in the country.
Yeah.
He could just lock you down. Sean had great savvy inside. Jawad could guard people. Jackie Manuel got around screens better than anybody I ever coached.
Yeah.
You're the second one now. I'm being very sincere. You don't get erased by me saying that.
I appreciate that.
But Jackie could really defend, and I think that the players started appreciating what we could do defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's one hell of a team. I'm going to tell you that.
NBA season is back, and we're sponsored by DraftKings. Head over to DraftKings and use our promo code RACE. New customers can bet as little as $5 and get $200 bonus bets instantly. We're still locked into the NFL season, and DraftKings is an official partner of the NFL. If sports betting isn't legal in your state, DraftKings still got you with daily fantasy. Make sure you head over to DraftKings and use our promo code RACE. DraftKings, the crown is yours.